right side. That was a tough run from the true freshman.
You know, and just to cement the point, coming into this game, we were curious how both of these teams would respond to this situation. These are programs that are used to playing for national titles. So for them to not make the playoff, who is still going to be prepared to play? And right now, that's going to Michigan.
You and I were at the Orange Bowl last year, and we watched Georgia left out of the playoff, really cut what they belonged in. We watched them dismantle Florida State. Take it personally. Make a statement. We did belong in. You guys made a mistake. Warren, little pass fake, is going to sling it out right side. And quick cut upfield. That's a nice move by Samaj Morgan. Stopped a couple yards short of a first down. And we kind of thought, well, maybe Alabama's going to do the same thing here today, because there's been so much talk about it. Wow, I was SMU in the playoff, or pick your team from the first round and all those blowouts. Alabama deserved to be here. They're much more talented. They would kill those teams on the field.
Well, that was certainly the sense that you got. Alabama was going to be out to make a statement. But the more you talk to the coaching staff for Michigan this week, the more opportunity kept coming up. And they said, this is another opportunity to go out, showcase our program, showcase our talents. And they're certainly making the most of that right now.
So Jamarian Latham, defensive end, have to get helped off the field. 33, Crimson Tide defense trying to get a stop. Warren, handoff, straight ahead, and Marshall just got popped. Wow, what a hit. And Jahan Campbell, who maybe is the best player on a very talented Alabama defense. I mean, what a division down there. Here's Campbell and Jefferson. Just bringing the middle on third down. But that's a really tough running inside to pick up a first down. Very impressive by the young back. Yeah, give Marshall credit. I mean, he got driven backwards, but that forward progress, and you watch that replay, just enough to get the Michigan first down. That's big league football down there. Campbell, almost certainly he hasn't officially lost it, playing his final game in Alabama uniform. Now whistles as the play got started. It's working again in at quarterback. Michigan fans didn't like that content. That was not malicious.
Nah, I think that was his best Hollywood.
False start. All the other players were not set prior to the ball being snapped. 5-yard penalty. First down.
I'll put a word in on that. He looks like he's going back there for about 3 years.
On the field. Ortiz in the portal. He's probably not coming back to Michigan next year, but he wanted to play in this game.
Yeah, I think that's really commendable. You see so many players that hop in the portal, they're done with their team. Alex Ortiz here today means a lot to him to be in this uniform. He played really well early on using his legs.
Little pistol formation on first and long. Marshall bounces it right side. And Jordan Marshall, well, we're starting to see some of those signs of life. Man, the Michigan coaches were so high on this young man. That was a tough run for Sergio.
Yeah, that was a really good run, but 42 here for Alabama on the left side of your screen. He needs to set that edge for the Crimson Tide to not allow this bounce out. It was a great defense on the interior, but you can't let, when the running back fouled up, you've got to keep that edge set. Give a lot of credit to Marshall. He's running very hard early on, making the most of his early opportunities.
Maybe the mud on his uniform setting the edge. He is dirty. Second and 8. Warren throws. That's a nice completion. A good cut upfield. Despite the big hit at the end. Another catch for Frederick Moore. Another Michigan first down.
Yeah, I love this by Davis Warren. He recognizes pressure by Alabama, gets that football in his hand, and just an excellent route outside by Moore. It's just a basic little hitch. And you see Alabama bringing pressure there, trying to get this Michigan offense out of rhythm. But Davis Warren, he's a cool customer in the pocket right now, doing a great job delivering the football.
Long way to go in this game, but I think we knew Michigan's defense, despite not having their studs, you knew the Wolverines were going to play a good tough game defensively. And off on first down, Marshall powering his way forward, gets a couple of yards, maybe a little more. Than instead of Marshall, that was Benjamin Hall, the other young running back who's going to play a lot today. I didn't expect through a quarter and a half that Michigan's offense would be severely outplaying the Alabama offense.
No, I don't think anyone did, but you have to give them a ton of credit. Their execution right now is just fantastic. They've taken advantage of short fields. You see what they're doing right now. They're keeping the football away from Alabama. They're getting first downs. They're running the football. They're letting the play clock bleed down. They're playing this game exactly how they want to.
Their last game in Columbus against Ohio State. Play fit for Warren. Backpedaling, retreating. Someone's got to get rid of it, and he does. He throws it away, incomplete, and it'll be third down. In the first half of that game against Ohio State, not one time did Michigan snap the ball with more than 8 seconds on the play clock. They were doing exactly this against the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Michigan shrinks the game better than almost anybody in the country. They know how to keep away from you, and for an Alabama offense right now sitting on the sideline, it's the worst feeling in the world. You just want to get back out there on the field to get before the game. Michigan doing an excellent job keeping the football away from them.
Wolverines have to get across midfield and hand it off on third down very long, and Alabama was ready for that. There is a penalty flag, though, right near the line of scrimmage. I think that's against Michigan, though. So that would be declined. On fourth down, the Wolverines are going to have to punt.
Illegal formation, offense. There were more than 4 players lined up in the backfield. The penalty is declined. It's fourth down.
So much needed stop for the Alabama defense. This will be the first Michigan punt of the game. And they have a new punter. Their regular punter for the regular season is in the portal. Hudson Hollenbeck, this is his first game as the Michigan punter. He's done a good job as the holder, also taking that role here as the game. Hollenbeck kind of end over end. Not real pretty, but great special teams coverage after Ryan Williams feels the butt. He got hit immediately. So the Crimson Tide offense coming back on the field. But so far in Tampa, it has been all Michigan. The Wolverines players are in love with this Reliant West Bowl.
It's time to grow your business. Create a website. How? GoDaddy. Coding? Nah. But all that writing? Nope. AI. Done. Built.
Let's get to work.
Create a beautiful website in minutes with GoDaddy.
With Car Gurus, you can start your financing from home. If only you could do things your way all the time. Maybe someday, Dad. Get it with Google.
If you're 50 or over, you can be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $12 for 1 year, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care, and prescriptions, and tools and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated truck organizer free, plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org now.
SEC Network has all your SEC college football playoff coverage. We're live from the Land World. Then experience the games like only SEC Network can offer. All day college football playoff coverage on SEC Network New Year's Day.
Question. How do you spell your best? Non-spelled. Threatening free radicals are everywhere. Luckily, our molecules antioxidants help defend against them. Real life is scary. Protect yourself from free radicals with Palm.
Welcome to the Credit Karmaverse. Here we monitor your finances and alert you to changes big and small so you can enjoy less stress and more peace of mind. Simply scan your screen to experience Intuit Credit Karma for yourself.
More
show you a little microcosm of Alabama's offensive output today. You're going to see the interception by Jalen Milroe. Needs to keep his eyes on the curl front defender. This ball needs to go inside. Michigan does an excellent job of taking away, giving their offense a short field. And then Amir Hall coming off the edge from his corner position, forcing the fumble once again, giving his offense a short field. So many self-inflicted wounds for the Crimson Tide.
Milroe back to pass on first down. Tide having the ball back. And a completion out to the 20. Let's go down to Sharon.
Thankfully, the rain has passed and it's now bright and sunny down here on the field, but I can tell you the equipment staff just got Jalen Milroe some new cleats. So as slick as this grass is, he's now sporting some new kicks. Hopefully that won't mess him up and keep his foot in.
Hand off left side and a run by Richard Young out to the 25-yard line. About a yard short. I don't think I'm making it up, am I, Brock? But looks to me like the Alabama players have been slipping a lot more than the Michigan players.
Yeah, they really have, and you have to wonder what cleats they elected to go with at the start of the game. Obviously, it wasn't the right choice for the Crimson Tide.
A good tough run there by Young. Getting much needed Alabama first down. Hey, the Crimson Tide are in positive territory for yardage for the game.
Yeah, and they need it desperately. At some point, I want to see a double move taken outside with Ryan Williams. His vertical speed is second to none.
Pressure against the Milroe. Another great job by Derek Morris, having a heck of a first half. That's his second sack already.
Yeah, you're going to get a second level pressure, and then Derek Moore's going to work inside. And the pocket just collapses on Jalen Milroe before he gets an opportunity to push the football down the field. He has an opportunity to get that football to the seam who's tight end. He just doesn't have enough time. Give a lot of credit to that Michigan defensive front. They're playing with their hair on fire today.
All right, after that play, we're back to 2 total yards for Alabama. And Michigan's going to call a timeout. We're halfway through the second quarter. We repeat that again. Alabama has 2 total yards for the game so far.
Go to GreatClips.com and get your coupon. It's the college football playoff, and Great Clips is celebrating with a haircut for just $9.99. For a limited time, you can get game ready with a fresh cut. Go to GreatClips.com/football and get your coupon today.
Team, it's been a while, but I think I've aged well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up there on the cheesiest guy.
Cheesesteak, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
When cyber threats target the world's data, seconds matter. That's why the world's most trusted brands depend on ReliantPlus Gray Matter to contain threats in seconds. It's the only technology-independent, AI-driven platform built by security operators for security operators. ReliantPlus makes security possible.
TJ.
It's time to play offense. Oh, let's go in you two.
If you had to choose, herding cats or shopping for benefits?
Definitely benefits. Nesta helps me wrangle health insurance, 401k, workers' comp, and more for my team.
Is he supposed to be up there? Benefits and payroll work better with Gusto.
What's that mean? A bond. Is it low-key or loud? Crazy, quiet. Maybe breaking a few rules? Yeah, it's all of those. Oh no, that's the point. But whatever it is, we're here for it. With apparel designed for comfort, no matter where the day takes you.
I got something coming up.
is brought to you by NerdWallet. Finance smarter. Well, we still have ways to go, but I think Alabama folks are hoping that beating the Giraffe will be the highlight of the week for the Crimson Tide. So far, you might say that it has been. Man, what is going on with the Alabama offense? Negative 15 rush yards, 2 total yards. They have more turnovers than yards, and we're halfway through the second quarter. After the sack, Milrow in the pocket. Milrow will dump it and incomplete. Trying to hit C.J. Dupree, the tight end. And now it's 3rd and 18. Well, he had an opportunity to push the football down the field. The other wide receiver working left to right. You're going to see him after the motion. Keep an eye on the slot wide receiver working across the field. And this is something that Jalen Milrow has done throughout the year. When he feels pressure in the pocket, his eyes drop. He needs to keep them downfield. There was a chance to get a first down. So 3rd and 18. Going deep left sideline for Williams, incomplete. But too far. With maybe a little opening there, but the pass was much too strong. It's 4th down, and Alabama running back to Michigan. That was really good zone coverage by the Michigan Wolverines. Wink Martindale calling a great game right now for Michigan. And once again, Alabama's punt team back out there on the field, and Jalen Milrow just cannot figure out how to get it going today against this defense. The coverage has been good. No Will Johnson, no Makari Page, 2 of the top secondary players for the Wolverines. The punter for Alabama standing back at the 5. And this one a booming high punt. A fair catch signal and made inside the 30, about the 28-yard line. Now we're talking about the bowl games today leading into the college football playoff quarterfinal game on ESPN tonight. Boise State in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl against Penn State. Fascinating matchup, 3-6 with the 6 favored by double digits. And then New Year's Day tomorrow, we get the 3 quarterfinals remaining. Texas, Arizona State, Ohio State, Oregon, and the Rose Bowl has a chance to be an all-time great game. And so does the Sugar Bowl. So does Notre Dame, Georgia, to finish the night off tomorrow. And the final 8 yet again. Can't wait to watch all of those games, especially the Rose Bowl, the rematch with the Ducks and Ohio State. And now before Michigan runs a play on this drive, Alabama, I guess not organized, they have to call a timeout. 7:22 to go first half, 16-0 Michigan.
So that's how they're so productive. They use fiber. Look how quickly they find great answers. It's so simple.
Dad, why are they working in the dark?
Grow your business easily with free ventures. Fiber.
Those are always the answer. Creator 2, rated R, in theaters and not digital now.
Where's Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months, and whose daughter is due within a day? We're with all service members and their families. Are you with them? Learn more at USO.org today.
So your holiday brunch is missing a few things. No sweat. From cream cheese to fresh fruit and more. Order shipped same-day delivery for last-minute staples. Just in time for Cheers.
Team, it's been a lie.
but I think I've aged too well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? I will come down the cheesiest guy! Cheesiest official sponsor of the college football playoff.
This season, all state will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. And you're watching Capital One Bowl Mania, the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, at a stadium that has seen so many big games over the years, college football, NFL. And we're watching a proud Alabama program right now get dominated in the first half by Michigan. 16-0, Wolverines get the ball back. And a handoff to Marshall straight ahead for a gain of 3 on first down. Boy, there's been some really tough running today inside for Marshall. Just a true freshman getting his first opportunity as an RB1. 5'11", 210 pounds out of Ohio. Really looking good early on in this first half. Might be the next guy. Tradition brings him back to Michigan. Second down and 7. Davis Warren is going to throw, and the quick hitter. One broken tackle, but not 2 for Samaj Morgan. Third down, let's go down to Sherry.
There's Warren just be saying Jordan Marshall is taking on the responsibility head on and really keeping that Michigan standard by the way he plays fast and the way he runs just so hard to take the message. He was going to tell him before the game was take a deep breath, think a little bit before the play, but know what you're doing, go out there and just be you. That's exactly what we're seeing from Marshall here so far today.
No Don Edwards, no Philip Mullins. Marshall's been pretty impressive. 36. Warren goes low and it's skipped to his would-be receiver, and then, even though it was incomplete, Deshaun Jones. Big hit. Deshaun Jones with a nice play. Marshall, it was incomplete anyway. Oh, he took a huge hit from Jones. See Michigan just trying to set up a little outside screen on the third down play. I'd love to see them try to push it vertically a bit more. This is back-to-back third downs. One was a handoff a series ago. Forced Michigan into a punt, and there with the screen, Alabama was going to route it for the tackle. I mean, it's almost like Michigan, they told us leading after this game, we're going to play clean, we're going to play easy, we're going to fly. And it's almost like up 16-0, they decided, let's go back to that Ohio State stretch. Well, that's right now, they're in, hey, let's not beat ourselves.
Never watched the Michigan game,
We also want to take advantage of this sputtering Alabama offense and really extend this lead if you can. Sputtering's a nice way to put it. We got 2 more Bowl Mania matchups for you Friday on ESPN. In the Lone Star State in Dallas, North Texas taking on Texas State at 4 Eastern Reserve for a first responder bowl. And then Minnesota matched up against Virginia Tech in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte on Friday. All right, Alabama's offense back on the field. To Milrow and the Crimson Tide getting going. And off left side, Mill. It's a reverse. And a hurdle by Rico Scott. Across the field. A beautiful run. Gets knocked out of bounds, but in Michigan territory. That is the spark this Crimson Tide offense needed. You're going to see a great block by 72. Carter Brailsford, the center for Alabama. That's truly who sparks Scott. And Scott shows off his wheels on the first explosive play for the Crimson Tide today, and they desperately needed it. That Jim Milrow told us would show up in this game, Rico Scott. With a lot of would-be pass catchers not playing today for Alabama. Now a screen to the tight end. And the ball comes out. But an Alabama offensive lineman, Elijah Pritchard, right there to recover and then rumble down the field for a few extra yards. That was almost another. Almost another turnover turns into a 16-yard gain. Keep your eye on the right side of the screen. That's Dupree. Just a little tight end delay screen, acting like he's blocking, then releases out. And what a fortunate bounce for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
but things couldn't get any worse. Tom Nichols, a young player that Michigan thinks is going to be a really good one. He forced the ball, hand off right side, Jan Miller with the carry inside the Wolverines 25. Pretty close to 4 yards. On first down, finally, the Crimson Tide offense moving the ball. Yeah, showing signs of life finally here late in the second quarter. But it's paramount to get a touchdown here, not just a field goal. This is an offense that hasn't been able to get anything going throughout the game. And Michigan's going to get the ball to start the third quarter. The Crimson Tide need to come away with 7. Second down and 7. Milrow in the pocket. The protection inside throws wide open. Touchdown! The Youngster tight end. And a drive that long last looked like Alabama football. From 25 yards out, the Crimson Tide are on the board. It's a really good play call by Nick Sheridan. He puts Amir Hall, the quarterback for Michigan, in conflict right away. Great read by Jalen Milrow, finding the wide open tight end down the field.
Now, really good job by Milrow, something that you, Brock, pointed out. He hung in there. The pocket was starting to collapse, but he hung in there and had time to make the throw. Extra point, up and good. Crimson Tide on the board.
We're going to get back to how the Crimson Tide finally got on the board. Like I said, Hall gets put. This is the quarterback. He's playing a deep third. And you're going to see double C's here by the Crimson Tide. Makes it very difficult on a defender to put in conflict like this. Way to read it out by Jalen Milrow and taking the football exactly where it needed to go.
And Derek Moore at the last minute, I mean, he got to him, but Milrow hung in there and made the throw to Hoots. So a 28-yard play, a 16-yard play, and then a 25-yard touchdown pass. Crimson Tide on board, and after all the ineptitude of offense, the mistakes, Michigan has sort of gone conservative in this second quarter, and we got long even 16-7.
Yeah, and a lot of times you just need one play to spark your entire team, and Parker Brailsford laid a great block out in the open field on the end around for Rico Scott, and that one explosive play, we'll see how the defense feeds off of it. But you're right, Michigan, they had a lot of opportunities to score more than 16 points. With just that one possession, Alabama's right back in it.
So this is on and out. It feels like a pretty big possession coming up for Michigan to try to prevent Alabama from getting one more opportunity before we go to halftime. Talk to the kickoff man. This one is returned. Joe Taylor is going to bring it out and get tackled. Short of 20. Good special teams play by Alabama. Not great field position. The story of the first quarter was unbelievable field position for the Michigan offense. Not this time.
Well, certainly now they're going to have to drive the length of the field. Like Davis Warren said to us yesterday, he said, hey, we're going to be more aggressive. We're going to let our hair down and play free. We'll see what they come out and do this series, the Michigan offense.
Benjamin Hall as the takeback on first down. Alabama's come to life. And now Hall gets coupled on first down.
You know, with as much success as Michigan has had running the football here in the first half, they're doing a good job picking up 3-4 yards. It'll be interesting to see if at some point Steve Kasula dials up some play action and tries to really expand this offense and take some shots down the field.
We heard that a couple different times yesterday, talking to Michigan. We didn't play action enough this year. We need to do it more. All in the backfield. And this time they get it to Hall. That's Hall. And Hall does get the first down. The tackle at the end of the play was impressive, but not before. Hall got 7, maybe 8.
Check out the block by 17. Marlon Klein, just a fantastic job opening up a gash in the Crimson Tide defense. There's that run game that we talked about with Michigan once again. They execute their game plan so well. They play keep away. They control the clock. It's Alabama front. They're going to have to find a way to get Michigan off schedule.
6'6" tight end from Germany with a good block on that play, as you pointed out. So first down, Hall
They'll run it for a gain of a yard. Enough of a difference quite a lot of game clock that Michigan's going to have to run a play before the 2-minute timeout. Otherwise, I think they'd let it run all the way back. Yeah, and what a huge sequence here for the Michigan offense. If they're able to come away with points and milk this clock, and then don't forget, they start the third quarter with a football. Chance at a 14-point swing here. Maybe I didn't care about points as long as they're going to get back. Great point. They might be happy with that. Well, he's going to throw, and he's got a receiver open. Nice pattern by Frederick Moore, and a good catch with the hit afterwards for a gain of 15. Frederick Moore, he's had a nice first half. Wolverines on the move, leading 16-7.
In St. Pete, Clearwater, the sun is shining and the weather feels just right. So come see what you can discover when you go beyond the surface and take a closer look. When you find the rhythm and get in the groove. So raise a glass to all that's ahead, because St. Pete Clearwater is still shining.
Add and the Big Ten made history in the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime. Nebraska declared victory. And Big Ten rivals, we have one question. Are you ready to keep fighting? This blood shortage is far from over. So keep fighting while
Figure it out how
the
you're
lights
going.
depend on it.
That's
Because
what people will fucking figure out.
get blood.
Mia, tell me what's on your mind.
I think what bothers me is that people don't understand how easy the Build Your Payment program from Union Home Mortgage really is. The name really says it all. You tell the mortgage experts what you can afford, and voila!
If you're a first-time homebuyer, try UHM's 1% down payment program. Put as little as 1% down, and Union Home will kick in another 2% just for you. Start your homeownership journey today at UHM.com. It's here.
Wendy's salted caramel frosty, rich, sweet, salted caramel, whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Go, Wendy's.
Director of the United States Marine Corps halftime report. How about that Michigan defense early on? We'll break down what we've seen there in the first half. Once the playoff resumes, 4 games, 4 questions, and I've somehow wrote Dustin Dvorak into joining me in studio for a big college football Tuesday. We'll have that coming up in the half. Fellas.
Woke him up, got him in there. Lots to talk about. Thank you, Pat. What a shocking first half in a lot of ways. Give credit to Michigan. They played really well. They had the ball. 2-minute timeout after a 15-yard completion. First and 10 to midfield. And they do have maybe the best kicker in the country. So they don't need a whole lot more yardage to be in Dominic Savani's field goal range. Handoff, tall, left side. Just a yard. It does have 2 timeouts, but Kalen Moore is not going to help Michigan's offense. Just let the clock roll. Yeah, you really wondered if he would take one there trying to get the football back for his offense, but you get the assumption that he wants to get to halftime and regroup. Maybe you create a negative play here, you reconsider, but a lot of seconds ticking off that clock. Davis Warren on second down and long. Takes the snap. Another handoff. This time Marshall. And Marshall goes backwards. And now Alabama will use the timeout. They got that negative play. And it's got clock with 1:20 to go. It's a fantastic job by 15. Justin Jefferson striking over the top at the top of your screen to get Marshall down to the ground and force the third long. And that was a great clock management by Caitlin DeBoer to take that timeout right away. It's 3rd and 10. You have a chance here to get the football back to your offense with a lot of time to work. And even added a couple seconds. So Milrose's going to start to loosen up on the sideline. So they're down at 10. A long 10 coming up for Michigan. Well, the way Michigan has been playing their third downs, I somewhat expect that they're either going to run the football or throw a string here to force Alabama to burn their final timeout. But we'll learn a lot about Sharon Moore and how he feels about this game. If he tries to pick up the first down through the air, well, then he's holding true to what he told us and wanted to play more aggressive today. Another timeout, 30-10 for the Wolverines. Alabama showing a little pressure. We'll see if they bring it. Throws under duress, completes it, and a catch and run from Peyton O'Leary, who's Davis Warren's roommate. He got stopped short in Alabama territory, but about 3.5 yards short. Really good tackle by Xavier Brown. He doesn't get O'Leary down to the ground. O'Leary's going to be going for a huge play. Be interesting to see if Sharon Moore decides to go for it here or pump the football and pin Alabama deep in their own territory. There was a little hesitation for the Crimson Tide. They waited like 7, maybe 8 seconds before they decided to use that final timeout. This is interesting on both sides. Our ESPN analytics, if you want to believe the machine, take it away. Yeah, and I suspect that's what Michigan will do. That's the brand of football Sharon Moore wants to play. Ball control, field position. Defense has been doing a great job today. I don't think he wants to give Jalen Milroe a short field before halftime. I mean, as great as Savannah is, this would be pushing it. Yeah, this is deep. This is long field goal. So Dominic Savannah will stay on the sidelines. And Connor Hudson Holotrack. In Crimson Tide deep with Ryan Williams back to receive. And this is big here. In terms of a touchback, maybe Alabama goes full throttle and tries to get some late points. Yeah, I think unless this ball's inside the 10-yard line, Alabama's absolutely going to try to regain momentum and go get points before half. You can really erase that first half performance if you get points on this drive. Williams lets it bounce, and it's going to die inside the 5 and down there at about the 4. Williams needed to go field that punt and save the field position. Didn't do it. And a good job by the Michigan special teams. Our Week 18 season finale in the NFL. And it's an all-AFC North Saturday doubleheader loaded with playoff implications because the Bengals still have a chance. Browns Ravens at 4:30 Eastern. Bengals Steelers fascinating game 8 Eastern on Saturday. Not Monday, Saturday. ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, ESPN Deportes. So under a minute to go with this field position, we'll see. Milroe standing in the end zone, hands it off on first down. And the Crimson Tide get it out across the 10. And I expected that positive game on first time. You're going to get Alabama on the football right away, and now they're going to get into their pass game, okay? Let's see if they can make something of this final minute drive. They don't have any timeouts. Another handoff, and close, but stopped short. That means the clock moves. And now Michigan, interestingly, is going to call a timeout. On third down and a yard.
Reset the game clock to 37 seconds.
Maybe a little unconventional. I don't totally blame Sharon Moore, though. His defense up front has been dominant in the first half. Maybe you're thinking if you stop Alabama and use another timeout, you force them to punt from the end zone and see what happens. Well, that's exactly right. Either maybe you force another turnover or that punt that you're talking about, Flynn, and you've been saying it, Dominic Zavada, the kicker for Michigan. If you're going to get the ball back, You know, maybe it's one pass play and you're in field goal range. I like Sharon Moore taking that time out there and putting some pressure on this Alabama offense.
And the downside is if Alabama converts the first down on 3rd and 1, then maybe you've given them some motivation and try to get more aggressive in the final 30 seconds.
They have, but they somewhat ran out of time with only 37 seconds on the clock, no timeouts. I mean, you have to work the sideline in your pass game. It's going to be tough for Alabama to go get points now with that second down handoff.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Not a lot of downside, but stopping the clock. 3rd and 1, Milroe will keep it, and Jalen Milroe is going to bounce to the right side, into the corner, to the 40, to the 50, into Michigan territory. Well, there's your downside. Milroe, a huge play, 41 yards on the ground, and now Alabama can take points.
And a great block by Jalen Milroe, leading up for Jalen Milroe. I just put my foot on my mouth. You have Jalen Milroe at quarterback. 37 seconds is plenty of time to get into scoring position. One play by the junior quarterback.
And there is an Alabama player around there who is hurt. I think that's the right guard, James Roberts, who's been banged up a lot this year.
Because there was a first down on the play there, he's going to 10-second runoff option.
So good explanation from our referee. No 10-second runoff. When they're ready to play, the clock will wind. So Alabama's got to be ready to go. Roberts comes off the field. Place kicker for the Crimson Tide, Graham Nicholson, made a 47-yarder this year. Not quite the range of Alex Salado, but still.
Yeah, with that, you'd have to get it out to the 29-yard line to be his range. I'm sure Coach DeBoer to try something deeper in this situation.
Big play by Milroe. At least gives Alabama a chance. To get it snapped quickly. Pressure coming. Milroe throws over the top. And Collins drive. The Capo Bernard inside the 10. Jeremy Bernard with a big play down the sidelines. Well, this is amazing. Clock stops as they get organized. And now Alabama, I think, will snap and kill it. With no timeouts, they do. They're inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. And they're thinking touchdown now.
Well, you're going to see a clear out route here, and then this is Bernard on a wheel route. And he does a fantastic job with his eyes, selling the flat route. That's what gets the defender to settle his feet, and then he wheels it up the sideline. Just excellent route execution by Jeremy Bernard, an excellent throw by Jalen Milroe, and just like that, Alabama is back in scoring position with 17 seconds on the clock.
I mean, nothing going for the Alabama offense, and now a 41-yard run and a 40-yard pass play. 2nd and goal. Milroe gonna throw toward the corner of the end zone and tipped it incomplete. Amir Hall, who's had a nice game, got his hands on it, trying to hit Ryan Williams. It'll be 3rd and goal.
That was a really nice play by cornerback Amir Hall. He did a great job of giving his eyes back to the quarterback and playing the fade ball. Oh, I was lucky that wasn't intercepted. That was a really nice play by Hall.
So now you got to be careful here. 13 seconds on the clock. If you get tackled in the field of play, you might not be able to get a field goal.
That's like the play has to be in the end zone and no sacks allowed.
3rd and goal. Milroe is pressure, gets it off, and incomplete. Bernard had a step. It'll be 4th down.
That's right, Bernard had more than a step. But let's give some credit to this Michigan pressure. They bring an all-out blitz 0, trying to speed up the clock for Jalen Milroe. And it worked because, like you said, Jeremy Bernard, he was open on the corner out to the field, and Milroe was just on target with the throw.
So, is it possible to start a drive at the 4-yard line with under a minute and no timeout and then be disappointed that you settle for a field goal drive?
Absolutely not. You are ecstatic to walk away with points.
I like that. Last half ball, Alabama, incredible that they found a way to get 3. And they're down only 6 with 4 seconds to go until halftime.
Yeah, just like that, all the bad that happened in the first half for Alabama kind of gets washed away, and you get a clean slate headed into the second half. And you're right, the field goal, I said ecstatic, sure. You'd much rather have a touchdown, especially when you had an open wide receiver and an opportunity to get 6. but any points and the ability to cut into the momentum that Michigan has is huge before halftime. And you do have to look back to that timeout that Michigan took. It was going to be 3rd and 1, and the Wolverines, we sort of said, hey, not much downside to that. The downside is back-to-back huge plays covering more than 80 yards, and it turns into 3 points for Alabama. 4 seconds to go. Until these two teams retreat to the locker room in a game that was feeling a lot different about 10 minutes ago of game time. A squib kick into the end zone for a touchback. I think all we have to do is have Michigan take a knee, and then the teams will head to the locker rooms. Alabama, amazingly, not just in this game, very much in this game. Yeah, they really roar back in the second quarter. You see the difference that the last 2 drives, 11 plays, 161 yards compared to the first 22 of the game with only 2 yards to show for it. Got to give a lot of credit to their offense for staying resilient and mentally strong. They outgained Michigan now by 50 total yards in the first half. So the Crimson Tide come to life at 16-10. Michigan has the lead. They will get the ball to start the second half. As we end the first half here in Tampa, the line west, both suns come out. Downpour is gone, literally and figuratively for Alabama. Things were not going well early in the game, but they got things headed in the right direction. So Milrow and the Crimson Tide will carry some bounce into that halftime locker room. Let's go down to Sherry with Taylor DeBoer.
Well, Coach DeBoer, back-to-back possessions for you guys now. You end up in the end. Eric ended up with points. What has been the difference?
Well, it's finding the points early on and dug ourselves a pretty big hole. Just execute, giving Jay Bill some time back there. The guys making plays.
You guys are just down 6 in other regular season games. You've also trailed. What can you take from those games and the defense will come out here and start the second half?
That's what you try to do, right? Is you always try to take the experience you've been through, the fight that it took to come back and win, and that's where we're at right now. Got a whole half to play.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you.
All right, Sherry and DeBoer, thanks very much. Halftime from Tampa. And a different feeling game than just a few moments ago. 16-10, Michigan leads. Matt Berry, Justin Dvorak in studio for halftime.
Well, thank you. United States Marine Corps halftime report. As you said a moment ago, Brian Dvorak to hang out with me today. A big day in college football. Big first half there. 16-10, Michigan over Alabama. Just a puzzling decision by Sherrod Moore. We have to ask Caitlin more about this after the game, but it appeared Alabama was content going to the half without the timeouts. Sherrod called the timeout, and because of it, Alabama 3rd and 1 called the timeout. I didn't really understand that. I mean, Alabama was just like, let's just go to the half, down 16-7, but instead we see the explosive play from Jalen Milrow, the big pass down the field, and led that field goal. Now all of a sudden, all the momentum is on the side of Alabama, but it started with Michigan defense, and man, was it ferocious. Opening possession, Derek Moore with 2 sacks, that defensive line giving Alabama problems. Down on the pressure left and right, and it's Wesley Walker with a big interception there in the first quarter. More pressure coming.
Come on! The snap, kick us up. Yeah! Players intercepted.
There's always next season.
4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month. New low order prices. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
I take you, body, in sickness and in health, for as long as we shall live.
Begins with the sport. Women's hoops doesn't matter. First, Juju Watkins leads USC against Nebraska. Then, Kiki Rice and top-ranked UCLA hosts Michigan. New Year's Day, only on the Big Ten Network. Just joy. Just a calling. Just to really care. Just to go for it. Just to choose. We grab cards for those who choose to do more than simply move.
All day, God.
Separating what?
20% off any sub, any size. That's a screaming good deal.
You want them
It matters where you stay. Stay and save up to 20% off. Hilton for the stay.
Wait, I'll let the door.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
Did you forget something?
A coaching machine.
100 innovative companies, one ETF. Before investing carefully, reading consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more. Prospectus at investor.com.
Orajel knows that oral pain keeps you from feeling like yourself. Get immediate relief with Orajel.
Washington Garner State gives sellers warning up the scoreboard 13 first half points, including 3 triples. Washington up 40-37 at the break. The Huskies team shooting lights out as a whole from beyond the arc, in addition to getting after the last 13 second chance points have made a huge difference here in the first half of action. As we welcome you into the All-State halftime, appreciate you being here alongside Floyd Pavlik, Jimmy Miller, Anakai in the middle. Washington leading Illinois by 3 at the half. Just pointed it out, guys. Lights out from beyond the arc and really getting busy on the glass.
Well, I think that's what surprises me the most is how well Washington is shooting the ball versus this Illinois defense. Illinois came to this game holding opponents to 25% from behind the arc. Washington at 60%.
Then, spontaneous celebration.
Someone describes it as having the atmosphere of the Iowa Fair. The Russians have carried an accordion factory nearby. They're playing Slavic songs.
They don't share language or customs, including the basic handshake.
Once each side has met the other, there is this incredible cathartic release of the pent-up tension.
The tension is building to a snapping point. The Soviets are only 550 yards from Hitler's bunker. His Axis partner in Italy, Benito Mussolini, is shot. It hung on a needle for display. On April 29th, with the Soviets closing in, Hitler marries Eva Braun. And on the same day, American troops come upon some railcars near the town of Dublin.
So on Sunday morning, April 29th, GIC a rail spur leading ultimately into the camp. And there are several dozen rail cars on the spur. And in and around the rail cars, most of them box cars, are more than 2,000 corpses. At that point, they move up to the camp itself and find thousands of these emaciated, skeletonized inmates.
Some survivors have dead men stares, unable to process what's happening, let alone what has happened.
There's a curious turning color about the palm of bodies. And then small, otherwise children. All the normal features of our routine map of human being have practically dissipated.
German guards are hiding among the survivors, dressed as prisoners. Actual prisoners point them out to Allied soldiers.
These are battle-hardened troops. At this point, there's not a lot that they haven't seen on the battlefield.
But discipline breaks down, and several dozen guards are put up against a wall, and there's a few minutes of uncontrolled shooting.
Revenge killings of German cars don't begin to describe the day Allies discovered data.
It's a shame that it's broken into their memories and cannot be erased by any means.
It's the last major concentration camp to see liberation. Some 40,000 have died here. But Allies rescued 32,000 survivors on April 29th. On the very next day, the mastermind of the Holocaust makes his final decision. On April 30th, 30 feet below the bombed out Reich Chancellery, Hitler and Brown retreat to a private room.
Soldiers attempt to Nazi assemble. They were in shot.
Aides opened the door. She's dead. Having taken cyanide. He's dead. Having put a bullet through his temple.
The bodies were wrapped in blankets, carried out by some of Hitler's remaining staff into the gardens behind the Reich Chancellery. And at the last few gasoline in Berlin, the bodies of Adolf Hitler and Abe Braun were unceremoniously burned.
Meanwhile, there's artillery, and the Russians are very close at this point.
Few know that Hitler's dead. No one knows how to stop the
I wasn't born to kill us. I was made. No, that's just the beginning.
I was running our own family business, and then COVID hit. Then we had something.
I had tens of thousands of dollars hanging over my head, working full-time, oftentimes multiple jobs.
I had over $43,000 in debt. That's what I call national debt relief.
It was hope that came from that call.
All those feelings of shame really evaporated.
They treat me like a real person, not a number.
Whether it's credit card, medical, or personal loan debt, National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditors to reduce the amount you owe.
I knew without a doubt I made the right choice when I went with National Debt Relief.
Now that I'm out of debt, I feel a little free, I feel a little powerful.
I wanted singing in chorus, I'm traveling with my husband.
My life is moving forward. I'm thriving. Our family's thriving.
National Debt Relief got me on debt.
If you owe more than $10,000, call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to find out how you can become debt-free.
Dr. Marks, there were many filling tanks to fix my teeth. All my insurance, and it was even affecting my health. I trusted you because you specialize in dental implants. You created a permanent solution and customized my teeth so I still felt like me. I made teeth have improved my life and changed my future. Thank you. You're so welcome.
Finance the smile you want for as low as $148 a month per arch. Schedule a free consultation. Fellas, listen up. Holiday deals are already here, so shop Fabletics. All Fabletics 80% off. Whoa, that's the deal for you to put all on demand. The Spytastic Lunch Under, the James Swim Lunch Short, the best-selling fundamental shorts, blind, unlined, and insane options. All shirts, polos, golf gear, 80% off. All shorts, pants, joggers, 80% off. Fabletics gets it, so get Fabletics. Right now, get 80% off in store and online at Fabletics.com.
Does your fiance know he's spending this much money? $1,000 a month on takeout! I ain't doing anything good! Why for $40 on a Prime subscription?
No, I'm gonna cancel that. That was for my ex.
Just download Prime Money and show all of your expenses in one place once you cancel a monthly subscription. And even tries to get you refunds.
He does all that.
Yeah, and it can help you create budgets so you're not $1,000 on takeout. If your finances a favor, download Rocket Money today.
Explore the world the Viking way. From the quiet comfort of elegant small ships with no children and no casinos. We actually have reinvented ocean voyages, designing all-inclusive experiences for the thinking person. Viking, voted world's best for both travel and leisure and Condé Nast Traveler. Learn more at Viking.com.
Hey, it's former Navy SEAL Kate Courtney, and next major storm, the supercharged. That's why we've upgraded our best-selling solar generator. 25% more power, recharges twice as fast, and it's 4 times more expandable to run devices like the fridge for longer. And we even get solar panels to generator absolutely free. And right now, it's available at a discounted price, but only until December 31st. Visit forpatriots.com now.
Earlier this evening, we lived the most epic battle of World War II with the Soviet channels.
Yeah, they're
It all leads up to the service premiere of Liberation, D-Day to Berlin. Finding your feet touch the sand, cry on France, amazing. Mission Midnight continues next, leading up to the series premiere of Liberation, D-Day to Berlin, tomorrow at 8 on the Smithsonian Channel.
On April 30th, 1945, Berlin is a battlefield. Germans defend their capital, unaware of their Führer's fate. Then, on May 1st, German radio announces that Hitler is dead. The next day, German forces in Berlin surrender to the Soviets. On May 4th, more Germans in Denmark and northern Germany surrender to the British. But Allies demand more, a total unconditional surrender of all Nazi forces at once.
Is there a dream to that there will not be separate pieces made by anybody?
Finally, formal surrender negotiations begin in this schoolhouse in France. But the Germans are dragging their feet.
All of it is part of stone attacking by the Germans to allow a few more hours, another day, perhaps 2 days, for as many Germans to get away from the Russians as possible in their mass flight to the west.
But some are still fighting. On May 6th, German soldiers.
Alabama, the new one, you remember when those 93 SEC teams with our sons in the game tax didn't set the thing on Illinois?
Finally, at 2:41 a.m. on Monday, May 7th, it all ends with a formal, somber surrender. Signing for Germany is Alfred Jodl, one of the last Nazi leaders who isn't dead, captured, or on the run. Officials asked the media to follow the story. Allied leaders coordinate an announcement. In Paris, Amsterdam, and London, news leaks out, and crowds prepare to burst. Finally, airwaves crackle with the announcement everyone's waiting for.
Yesterday morning, at 2:41 a.m., the German High Command signed the act of unconditional surrender. Today is victory in your day.
It is a great moment of triumph for populations who have greatly suffered during this conflict.
Bells tolled from St. Paul's Cathedral in London. The King, the Queen, and the two princesses, Elizabeth and Margaret, appear on the balcony of Buckingham Palace.
Then the young princesses disappear to wander secretly among the crowds, tasting the joy for themselves.
Health savings on please. Is this what he's doing?
As your host, I have to move first and
No showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No game. No fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at Grotto, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, rather than you have it all to yourself.
The excitement of Big Ten hockey is coming to Wrigley Field. The Frozen Confines Hockey Series includes 3 Big Ten men's games and 1 WCHA team. See the schedule and get your tickets at Cubs.com.
This halftime report is presented by the United States Marine Corps.
That kid coloring the lines a little bit better. How does Alabama come back and win? I think Jalen Milroe, look, I'm curious because the first start of the game, it was rough. He closed with a bang. What's he look like in the second half? He was back to Sunday here.
You can't see the over $400 billion we invested in our network, but you rely on it every day. You can't see the nearly 2.5 million connected businesses, but they fuel growth. And you can't see the interconnectivity of 28,000 public safety teams, but they protect us. You can't see it, but for 148 years, AT&T has proudly connected Americans.
USA, military, your family.
Son, fair. I really need to do a USA service. We're out here.
USA, you know, spouse, parent, reason your grandparents.
That's it. You're in.
That's better. Only you. Do your home USA, are you eligible?
More than sports. When your highlight reel opens the door to 4 years of higher education, 0 student loan debt, and NIL under protection. When your stats improve through reward, nutrition and mental health support, plus medical care with extended coverage. And when your experiences, friendships, and development put you in the room common for life. For college athletes, sports just mean more.
Trios, feeding the cowboy spirit since 1932.
A wider smile brightens more than just your teeth. Colgate Aqua's unique hydrogen peroxide technology is engineered to remove deeper stains for a visible difference in just 3 days. So you can live life to the brightest.
You're watching Capital One Bowl Mania.
Welcome back to the Reliant West Bowl, where the rain has stopped, the sun is out here in Tampa, Florida, and we get ready to start the second half. What a crazy first half we had. It really could not have started worse for Alabama. Turnovers, Michigan taking advantage, pushing the Crimson Tide all over the place, and a 16-0 Wolverines lead in total command. Alabama made some clean changes. Jalen Milroe got his footing literally figuratively, and a remarkable drive at the end of the half. Alabama's down just 6 here. Let me broke out by the back with you here in Tampa. Truly, Alabama just a horrible start, and here they are right in this game. Yeah, it was a very bizarre start to get in. It's Rental down more than Alabama. 3 first half turnovers. We have to give Michigan a lot of credit.
I give so much credit.
Turnovers, the short field, and that's why they're winning the game right now. But I really thought both quarterbacks, after the Jalen Milroe interception, settled into this
football game that I'm anxious to see who takes it over here in the second half. It's a really remarkable story with our first half stats brought to you by Peloton. Because remember, Alabama, halfway through the second quarter, had 2 total yards. From that point on, they really turned it on offensively, outgaining Michigan 163 to 109. 4 first downs in the Wolverines, but turnovers and points off turnovers. A lot of it. That was the story. It absolutely was the story. Michigan did a great job of taking advantage of sudden change when the defense got the football back for them, putting up 16 here in the first half. But as great as Davis Warner was managing the game in the first half, I'd really like to see the offense open up here in the second. In return, the Michigan players have sent Stuart Taylor, so the Wolverines offense comes off the field. Let's go down to Sherry first.
Diego just spoke with Coach Moore. He said as his offense takes the field here to start the second half, he needs to be efficient, finding the end zone, and further extend the lead. And talking about with his defense, and they're in the first quarter, he wants to see them be just as relentless and as tough as they were. He knows that they're going to get back. Jalen Miller on the other side, so when they were slowing down, they could get from the beginning.
So let's see. Michigan, good front running team typically. First play of the third quarter, leading by 6. Great field position for the Wolverines. Handball off to the freshman running back, Ford Marshall. Look at him, we've been impressed by him.
He's been impressed by him. What has he done as a freshman?
And you got to give a lot of credit to the Crimson Tide defense in the second quarter, led by linebacker Jamon Campbell. Not quietly, he had 10 tackles there in the first half, and you talk about that Michigan run game. They really got bottled up, and that's why I said I want to see Davis Warren open up the pass game a bit here with the aerial attack in the second half, because the Crimson Tide are just suffocating this Michigan offense right now. Longest drive for the Wolverines was 34 yards. All reverse, and coming back to Frederick Moore, maybe the most dynamic player in Michigan in the first half. He's 4. He's special with the football in his hands. He's in the vertical pass game. You see him here on an end around. Showing that dynamic playmaking ability. And here you have it. Third and medium, obvious passing situation. Can Alabama get off the field and get the football back to their offense? Alabama fans like their team, they sort of cut the line. On 3rd and 5, Warren throws in, and that's delivering completion. That's a Michigan first down. It's a really good ground line. Great recognition by Warren. Taking it easy over the boundary. This is just a basic speed out by the tight end working on the safety. If you're going to put that soft on 3rd down, take that truck all day long. Well, goes to the Butler today, but Michigan's tight end's been a big part of the story of this game. Conversions for the Wolverines first and 10 at Michigan. Marshall behind Warren, hand off to him. Marshall straight ahead. Maybe 2. At some point, Steve Kasula is going to go play action on 1st down and take a shot down the field. You see the Alabama safety. 1st and 2nd down, they're playing down there. They are triggering and playing the run game. There's an opportunity for Michigan to try to push this football down the field in a one-on-one situation. So that turn backwards, the offensive coordinator, Jim Lindsey's going to take over next year full-time. He is here today. Not coaching in this game. Now ball in the backfield for Warren. And he's got 2 running backs. Marshall there. Marshall gets the ball and gets clobbered. Tackle for a loss. James Smith was there. Really nice play by the big fella inside 23. James Smith, 6'3", 296 pounds, right in the middle of your screen. Nobody for the Michigan offensive line gets a hand on him. And somebody you might want to get a couple hands on. As big as he is on the inside. Now 3rd down, this time 3rd and 9. Alabama just a 4-man rush. Warren immediately moving right. Warren has not. James Smith again. Somersaults his way to a stop on 3rd down. But that relentless pursuit by James Smith not giving up on the down. Looks like Davis Warren is hurt. The ball up.
He's in some real pain. Instead of throwing the ball away, he takes the sack. It's a 13-yard loss. Warren down on the turn. The Crimson Tide come up with the stop. And they're going to get the ball back after this.
I just love the fire inside. It's next generation's walking. Stand up and cheer. The fire inside HMT.
Looking for something else? Forward. Emails? You're done.
Let's take back your data from Sun7. Get all-in-one protection with McAfee Plus. Want the effects of Viagra but faster? Meet Real Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than most pills. Connect with a medical provider at ro.com/sparks. It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel. Pearl. The Comet Frosty with salted caramel twist. Go.
This is our future, Mom. GoDaddy Arrow creates a low-level website and social posts in minutes. Now,
Get your business online in minutes with GoDaddy Arrow. Yeah, tell me what's on your mind.
I think what bothers me is that people don't understand how easy the Build Your Payment program from Union Home Mortgage really is. The name says it all. You tell mortgage experts what you can afford, and
Homeowners have an average of $200,000 in home equity, and Union Home Mortgage can help turn yours into cash. Visit UHF.com to get a cash estimate today.
Don't say Taco Bell shouldn't be chicken nuggets. We say don't be so negative. These crispy tortilla chips make it better right. And your go-to sauces are more fun when you put them together. So don't eat it nugget and belly. Give Taco Bell some crispy chicken nuggets a try.
Team, it's been a while, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show up? Who's the cheesiest? Who's the cheesiest guy? The cheesiest official sponsor of the college football field.
Well, a big call after we went to break. Davis Warren was hurt on the sack. It was going to be 4th down, and a sideline penalty against Alabama, 15 yards, automatic Michigan 1st down. Matt Austin is with us, and Brock's trying to find the Alabama players who gave up onto the field. Matt, you have any thoughts on the penalty against Alabama?
Well, did they actually run about 50? I guess they did. One of the sideline coaches came onto the field to rush down the sideline to the play and ran over the sideline official and knocked her to the field.
It also looked like there was a couple players for Alabama that left the bench area and ran out onto the field to celebrate. Obviously, you're not able to do. So very uncharacteristic and undisciplined play on the Crimson Tide. And Kalen Moore lost his mind. It was a huge loss of sack. It's going to be 4th down forever. And it's a 1st down Michigan. The first play just already where'd you back up quarterback, the running style quarterback. Michigan, they just wanted to get on the walk off the field. I don't know if he was intending to hand it off to Benjamin Hall or Frederick Moore coming around from his wide receiver spot, whatever it is, it's a loss on the ball. Yeah, well, he was just trying to fake it inside the running back Benjamin Hall, then turn around and flip it to wide receiver Moore coming around the end around. Poor job of ball security and execution that was all handling. And here you have a 3rd and long situation, and the Crimson Tide didn't really need to get off the field. Backup quarterback in for Michigan.
Good. Back up to the backup?
Handoff, right side of the Wolverines.
Yeah, getting this one out there, basically saying we just want to let this blow away. You're not going to take any chances with the backup quarterback, Alex Anthony. You said that when he's more known to be running quarterback 13. You're not going to put the football on the risk and you're running more. You're going to put field position and pull it away. Even with the penalty, Alabama gets a stop. What a sequence for James Smith, the young defensive lineman. It's in the middle of everything for Alabama. Now Dexter Hollenbeck, his first game as a Michigan Fire. Williams got through the seed. This one is by far for Hollenbeck. Look at that one. That's going to bounce this side to 10 and go to the end zone. Wow. 159 plus yards, but a touchback means that Alabama will get the ball starting at 20. Let's go back to that penalty after the sack. All right, two players come on the field. From the bench area. He was on the bench, coming from all over. In the end, Alabama does get it stopped against the offensive ball. The offense team dramatically late in the second quarter. See they can keep Miller looking downfield, throws, and that way outside the 35. The whole feel of this game has changed. First half Alabama, and we didn't see that in the first half. Great job on the players and I love the deep ball route on Miller. Miller in the secondary for Michigan. Get a hand on a free access. It's a timely throw from the Crimson Tide. Great execution to start the second half. Early on, was traveling, was pressured, was slipping and sliding all over the place. Looking more like his whole self here now. Hand on the left side and just moved. He had that interception early in the first quarter. That was long, but I thought he did a great job of kind of washing that play away. As he got into the second quarter, he made some plays with his legs, a couple with his arms, threw the touchdown pass, and I thought he settled in very nicely as he approached halftime. The tempo has stopped Alabama too a little bit. Now they didn't substitute, so they can't go super fast. They had to allow Michigan substitute on defense. Second down, Miller pressure. Miller gets sacked. Brandon Hillman, the defensive back, got to it. Well, here's the fourth sack of the day for the Michigan Wolverines. It's going to come from the secondary. You're going to see number 6. The Crimson Tide is sliding away from this pressure. Jalen Milrow needs to understand that he is hot and he needs to get that football out. Doesn't recognize the pressure. Give a lot of credit to GolfBarn and his defense. Now it's 3rd and 20. Huge negative play for the Michigan defense. Milrow on 3rd down and very low. At a lot of time, he's going to check down short to a tight end who drops off. Would be a tackler, but not nearly enough for a first down from CJ. Alabama feeling much better about things, about the negative play hurts. That's exactly right. It's the self-inflicted wounds for the Crimson Tide. You look at their losses this year, and those are things that they get. It's not all on Jalen Milrow. I know we talked about the interceptions and some of the plays he's made, but he needs a little help from his offensive line and the rest of the guys out there. 4 sacks today for the Wolverines. Burden answers the moving punt with one of his own. It's also going to bounce in the end zone. So that's a touchback. Michigan's offense has really stuttered lately. Back on the field after this.
There. Watch this.
With cyber threats target the world's data, seconds matter. That's why the world's most trusted brands depend on relying on spray matter. only technology-independent AI-driven platform built by security operators for security operators. Rely Trust. Make security possible.
I forgot to mention this.
Just put it in. I added your stuff. No problem. It keeps on close fresh all day.
Feeling at work today. She smells like I'm actually paying attention. Smell unstoppable.
I can't reach her tonight. The kids are coming? Great. No, I'll cut out. Wait, he's dead. We're not together.
Easy drawing extends bounds. Now we'll make a look at Ashley.
Finding those together with autograph collection.
You'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Get out of here.
It matters where you stay. Stay and save up to 20% off. Hilton for the stay.
Team, we're only tasting stuff out there. The crunch, the satisfaction, nothing makes everything cheese. What are you gonna do next?
I'm going where cheese dreams come true. I'm going to Cheese World, baby. Cheese is official sponsor of college football playoff. Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Almost forgot. I found a new ball. Where the subs matter most. Did you understand?
The Liar Quest Bowl is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
If you're going to be in Tampa for bowl season, you got to make it down the beach, right? Have rallies, bands are down there, players down there. And on the beach, leading into this Liar Quest Bowl. And all four games, and not always pretty, but crazy. Georgie does stay in at quarterback. We saw Jake Davis, the freshman, warming up with some urgency on the sideline with his head, watching him closely and wonder whether maybe Jake Davis, the quarterback, had an instead of Georgie Davis corner. Last series got hurt. He's headed up into the locker room, handoff on first down, and a good run. Marshall breaking down.
Run home!
Wolverines. A really nice job on the left side of the offensive line. You can see Lincoln left tackle and Green to left guard. That's a great gash in the Crimson Tide defensive line. Really good play on the 1st and 10. Longest run of the game for Michigan. 14 hands off again.